challenging riddles for the whole family. So let's have some fun today by answering these riddles that can be challenging for a few. 1. A farmer went to a market and bought a wolf, a goat, and a cabbage. On his way home, the farmer came to the bank of a river and rented a boat. But crossing the river by boat, the farmer could carry only himself and a single one of his purchases, the wolf, the goat, or the cabbage. If left unattended together, the wolf would eat the goat, or the goat would eat the cabbage. The farmer's challenge was to carry himself and his purchases to the far bank of the river, leaving each purchase intact. How did he do it? So each question I will be giving 10 seconds for you to think. So I'm going to start now. So the answer is the farmer takes 7 trips over. Here are his steps. Take the goat over, return. Take the wolf or cabbage over, return with the goat. Take the cabbage or wolf over, return, take goat over. So second one. Grandpa went for a walk and it started raining. He forgot to bring an umbrella and didn't have a hat. When he got home, his clothes were soaking wet, but not a hair on his head was wet. How was this possible? This is quite easy, so I think most of you will know it. So I'm starting timer. Okay, so the answer is Grandpa is bald. Third one. A California farmer owns a beautiful pear tree. He supplies the fruit to a nearby grocery store. The store owner calls the farmer to see how much fruit is available for him to buy. The farmer knows the main trunk has 24 branches. Each branch has exactly 12 bows, and each bow has exactly 6 twigs. Since each twig bears one piece of fruit, how many plums will the farmer be able to deliver? So this question you have to look at the details. So I'm starting timer. The answer is none. A pear tree doesn't grow plums. Fourth one. In a one-story house at the corner of the road, the bedrooms were yellow, the kitchen was orange, the living room was red, the garage was blue, the entry hall was green, and the sitting room was purple. What color were the stairs? This question is exactly like the third one, so look at the details if you want to find the answer. So I'm starting the timer. Answer, there's no color because there are no stairs. It's a one-story house. Yeah. Okay, so fifth one. I am beautiful up in the sky. I am magical, yet I cannot fly. To people I bring luck, and to some people riches. The boy at my end does whatever he wishes. What am I? So this one's a little tough. Yeah. So I'm starting timer. Okay, so the answer is a rainbow. Most of you would have failed this one, but hey. Sixth one. A prisoner is called to be questioned by the guards. The guards tell the prisoner, if you tell a lie, we will hang you and if you tell the truth, we will shoot you. What did the prisoner say to save himself? This one's a bit tricky, so I'm starting timer. Okay, so the answer is you will hang me. Okay, so seventh one. It spends most of its day eating white, but when it's quick enough, it gets to eat fruit and sometimes some blue things. It's in a dark room where the walls are blue. It runs from a ghost that roams the halls and haunts it all the time. What is it? So this riddle is especially for gamers. So I'm starting the timer. Okay, the answer is Pac-Man. That was quite easy. I look flat, but I am deep. Hidden realms I shelter. Lives I take, but food I offer. At times I am beautiful. I can be calm, angry, and turbulent. I have no heart, but offer pleasure as well as death. No man can own me, yet I encompass what all men must have. What am I? This one is a tricky one. So the timer has been started. The answer is the ocean. Ninth one. You stand in front of two doors. A guard stand next to each other. You know the following things. One path leads to paradise, the other leads to death. You cannot distinguish between the two doors. You also know that one of the two guards always tells the truth and the other always lies. You have permission to ask one guard one question to discover which door leads to paradise. What one question would you ask to guarantee you enter the door to paradise? So the timer has been started. So the answer is ask which door would the other guard say leads to paradise? Okay, so temper. There's a girl who has a large family. She has an equal amount of brothers and sisters, but each brother has only as half as many brothers and sisters. What's the correct amount of brothers and sisters? So this is also quite common. So I think most of you get the answer of this. And timer has been started. Okay, the answer is four sisters and three brothers. So the 11th one. If you paint a brown house white, it will become a white house. If the stoplight changes from red to green, then the light is green. So if you throw a white shirt into the Red Sea, what will it become? Just think your answer over before you actually answer. So the timer is started. Okay, so the answer is wet. The shirt won't change color because the Red Sea isn't actually red. So the 12th one. Sally lives in a place where 6 months of the year is mild summer and the temperature drops significantly the other 6 months. She owns a lake where there is a small island. She wants to build a house on the island and needs to get materials there. She doesn't have a boat, plane, or anything to transport them to the island. How does Sally solve this problem? This is a quite easy one, so just think it over. I'm sure you'll get the answer. So timer has been started. Okay, so she waits to take the materials over during the colder months because the lake will freeze over, right? So she can walk over it. 13th one. A thief enters a store and threatens the clerk, forcing her to open the safe. The clerk says, The code for the safe is different every day, and if you hurt me, you'll never get the code. But the thief manages to guess the code on his own. How did he do it? Feel free to read the question one more time because the answer is right there in the question. So your time starts now. Okay, so the answer is the clerk already told him the code. She said it's different every day. So the 14th one, Miss Jones has four daughters. Each of her daughters has one brother. How many children does Mrs. Jones have? This is also quite an easy one. So the timer starts now. Okay, so the answer is five. All her daughters have the same brother. Okay, so 15th one. A woman wants to enter an exclusive club, but she doesn't know the password. A man walks the door and the doorman says 12. The man says 6 and is let in. Another man walks up and said and the doorman says 6. The man says 3 and is also let in. Thinking she's figured it out, she walks up to the door and says the doorman says and the doorman says 10. She says 5 and she isn't let in. What should she have said? This is something that I think probably most of us have heard, and the timer starts now. Okay, the answer is 3. The code is the number of letters that are in the number the doorman says. 16. Consider this. Arnold Schwarzenegger has a big one. Michael J. Fox has a small one. Prince doesn't have one. The Pope has one but never uses it. Bill Clinton has one and uses it all the time. What is it? This is quite hard. So instead of 10, I'm going to give you 15 for this one. Okay, so the answer is a surname. Wow, I think most of you may have not guessed that. Okay, thanks for watching. Please tell in the comments how much you got correct and how much you got wrong. And please tell me which riddle surprised you the most. Hope these riddles were really nice and challenging. If you enjoyed, please do me a favor and like this video. Share this to your friends and family and subscribe if you haven't. So watch out for the next video. It will be out soon.